Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Aniya Danyea, and if this is your first time here, welcome. Here on this channel, I like to do makeup, hair vlogs, lifestyle videos, a little bit of everything. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and subscribe. Whew, now that we got that out the way, y'all. I ran y'all down the timeline, okay? Now this, after I reached out to my professor who I'm supposed to get help from, after I ended things with my site supervisor, I reached out to the psychology department chair and just let her know, I want to move on with sites and everything like that. It's not working out. She in turn tells me, oh yeah, your site supervisor fired you, and since she fired you, now we're reporting you to the board. It's time for a drink break. The board? What board, man? What board are you reporting me to? And who got fired? Fired from what? Fired for doing what? This lady, I have text messages, emails, video calls, voice memos to prove that this lady says she loved me. I was doing everything I needed to do. You get evaluations during practicum and internship. I passed all my evaluations, guys, with flying colors. Since being at Capella, I have maintained a 4.0. So I was confused about the whole referral thing. And I was like, I don't know what this means. I don't know who this board is, but it's a board at Capella. And if you're fired from your internship, it says that you have to state your claim in front of the board of why you should be able to continue going to school at Capella or even continue in the psychology profession. I will have to speak in front of board members. There are 3 board members that I spoke in front of, a white female and 2 white males. And they told me, oh, what went wrong? Why did you get fired? And guys, I was so lost. Like, it was no reason. I don't know why I got fired. I don't feel like I got fired. It was a mutual understanding. Like, I'm ready to let go. Obviously, I wasn't getting what I wanted out the internship. But obviously, she wasn't seeing something. Obviously, she didn't want me there either. Even though she told me she wanted to bring me back as an employee. Okay? So confused. So I called up my site supervisor, previous site supervisor, and was like, they're telling me that I'm not fit for the profession, that if I don't speak and state my claim and all this other stuff like that, I could jeopardize my future license and everything like that. Y'all, they really scared me. Like, they really scared me, like, to the point where I didn't even want to practice anymore. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to do therapy anymore, because I'm like, why am I fighting this? I felt like it was an uphill battle. Like, why? What am I doing? I didn't get fired from my job. I didn't do anything. I didn't violate any ethics or anything, y'all. So I'm like, what is this? So I called my previous site supervisor and I basically explained to her what was happening. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry this is happening. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I didn't know it was gonna happen. You were a wonderful intern and everything like that. I will speak on your behalf, y'all. She just told me all of this. Now, of course, I already felt like she was playing both sides. So I reached back out to my professor and was like, no, this is a misunderstanding. My site supervisor isn't on board with this. Like, she didn't fire me at all. Like, she'll talk to you guys. And they was like, oh, I'm sorry, we're moving forward with this process. So I was like, what the okay, y'all, I'm gonna read you the letter. So it says, dear Aniya, this letter is to inform you that a referral has been made to the Department of Psychology Professional Standards Committee, PSC, by my professor's name, for a review of your fitness for the profession per the academic standing policy 3.0104. Before any determination is made, you will have an opportunity to respond and be heard on the issues set forth before the committee, okay? So it tells you like a little bit of background or whatever. So it says, basis for your review. You have been referred to the PSC based on concerns with standards of the profession as outlined below. Now this is coming from what my professor said and my site supervisor said, because they had to fill out something to give to the board, okay? They said the areas of concern exist related to the key professional domains of professional relationships, intellectual judgment and ability, emotional and interpersonal maturity, ethical standards and supervision, consultation, and lifelong learning. Yo, I was so blindsided once I got this email, because I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I said, I've had to get evaluated every semester for my practicum. I've never broken ethical standards. Now I could use a lot more experience, because like I said, at my site I wasn't getting the experience that I wanted, but none of this warranted a referral. So like, if I didn't state my case and if they didn't agree with my case of why I should stay in this profession or why I should stay at Capella, then I would get kicked out of school and I would have to start all over. Mind you, at this point I'm 99% done with my degree. Okay? So your girl was heated. Your girl was heated. I was like, I shouldn't have to speak in front of these people and state my case on something that was made out of nothing. With that being said, y'all, I sat in front of the board. It was a Zoom call. I told them, they kept asking me, they asked to send in proof. And I sent them a PowerPoint with objectives, timelines, everything, documentation, text messages, discussion posts, everything to show why I was not in the wrong and why I deserve to stay at Capella, because I was doing everything I could as a student to better myself. Once I found out I wasn't going to get all the hours, I made several attempts to find another site, add another site, but I was denied and stopped. Every time I tried to do better for myself, I was stopped somehow. I do admit, for the second time that I tried to reach out to get another site, the site supervisor accidentally missed the deadline, and I won't blame them either, but a loss is a loss. And I missed out on that opportunity. But your girl really did everything she could to get the hours that I needed and just graduate and be done. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to be done. My goal was to be done by December. I was honestly supposed to be done by December 21 last year, y'all. But no, I'm still in school to this day. And I'm recording this in December of 2022. I still have no degree. But anyways, y'all, if y'all can't tell, I'm like very frustrated by this. I'm just ranting now. Whew. Fast forward. So they told me I couldn't say anything that I already said in the PowerPoint, but then they asked me questions. Oh, what could you have done differently? So when I had my mom on the phone, like to coach me along and stuff like that, just to help me if I slipped or messed up, because my mom is like my security blanket, y'all. But she also knows like the professional world and how to say certain things in a certain way. But my mom helps me put it into better words, like you getting smart in the email, per my last email, that type of stuff. Yeah, my mom helps me and coaches me on that stuff. And on that Zoom call, it was very like, you ask me something, I'm going to give you a response. They would ask me stuff that would be in the PowerPoint, that would be answered in the PowerPoint already. And they would ask me a question, I would go to answer it, and I'd be like, that was in the PowerPoint. So they're like, okay, well, we'll let you know our final decision. We'll let you know what you have to do to see if you can be admitted back into classes. Mind you, at this time, everything was put on hold. I couldn't register for classes. I couldn't go on to the next semester or anything. The hold has just been lifted, y'all. The hold was lifted a month ago. But let me continue. I'm going to tell you about that. So I'm like, okay, this is absurd. So I finally get a decision. And in the decision email, it says, okay, if you want to be sent back to Capella, if you want to be a student at Capella, you have to write a 10-page paper outlining the things that you should have done differently. Now, let me tell y'all. Let me pull up my facts again. Let me see. This is what they told me the paper should have. We met on May 16th of 2022, okay? That was the meeting. And so here was the decision that they gave me. I have to, write a 10-page paper excluding title page and references using the 7th edition of the APA style and manual, which include the following component. It basically talks about what led to the referral and ways to prevent something like this from happening in the future. And it says, discuss the components that I will look for in an internship site and an internship supervisor based on the best fit for my developmental status as an intern. And then I have to include 5 SMART goals, and the paper should include 10 peer-reviewed journal articles. Y'all, they wanted me to write so much on so little. So much on so little. If anything I would do differently, knowing what I know now, I would have chose a different site to begin with. Honestly, if I was going to go through this, I would have chose a different site. So I write them in this 10-page letter. 10-page paper. Mind y'all, they give me a time frame on when I have to turn this in, but there's no time frame on when they have to get back to me and let me know a decision. If y'all know Capella, like semesters, if you don't register within a certain time, you missed that window. You're on to the next one. So it's like, I wanted a decision before the next semester so I can be enrolled for summer semester. I missed the entire spring semester, y'all. During this process, I missed the entire spring semester. So I was like, maybe I can make it for summer semester, or maybe the fall semester, okay? Yeah. Sent my 10-page paper and everything. They denied the paper and was like, that's not what we're looking for. Y'all, I was crying. I was just so defeated. Every time I thought this process was over, it was like, no, gotcha. So they denied that paper. They told me write another one. Y'all, I took time typing up another one. Finally they accepted, but that was months later. That was in October when they accepted the paper, y'all. October. I could be lying. Could have been the end of September, but September, October. From May, when this all began, you're prolonging my education this long. For all of this, I honestly could have stayed with the lady at the internship if I knew I was going to be here for a full year. So this is what I'm going through right now with Capella. This is where I'm at with Capella. I turned in my last paper. They finally accepted. They said I could come back to Capella and register. I have 1 semester of my internship left. But like I said, going back to my point originally, you have to apply for a site well in advance. I didn't know when I was going to get accepted or rejected or anything. So there's no way for me to plan this all out. I did have a site supervisor willing and waiting to take me on, y'all. But by the time that I got my acceptance, they had moved on to somebody else. So right now I'm in this limbo period. We're going to talk about where I am right now with Capella. I'm in this limbo period. I did a podcast with NPR. Talking about my experience at Capella and defaulting on student loans, everything like that, like specifically for minority students. So I'll leave a link to that down below if you guys want to check that out. That was while I was going through the process and everything. I didn't have a decision or anything. They were just talking to me about my experience at Capella. So where I'm at right now with Capella, it's once you're in, you're in. It's like, I cannot transfer my credits anywhere else. Trust me, guys. I looked into other grad schools I can go to and everything. I can't transfer my credits anywhere else. I can't even transfer them to another program at Capella, like a similar program, like social work, anything, just so I could finish and complete my degree. I just want to be finished. I want to be finished. I want to get the experience that I need, but I want to be finished with Capella. I started a new career and I'm a high school counselor, but at my job they have a partnership with Loyola, and if y'all don't know, like, Loyola has a really good psychology program, and I was thinking about going there for my master's, but I'm like, I'm 99% done here at Capella. So where I'm at right now, I'm honestly looking for another practicum site, okay? And as far as my future's plans for Capella, like, I feel like I'm going to try to finish. I'm going to try to find another site and just finish and see if I can get all the hours that I need to get finished. If I cannot, y'all, I'm going to go start over at another school. It's going to be hell starting all over, but I promise you, I feel like I will get a lot better experience being more hands-on, in person, even if I'm doing telehealth. I feel like just being at a in-person school, not online, with real people I can talk to, real people I can go to if I have problems, everything, I feel like that would be so much better for me. That's where I am right now with Capella. I will have another video coming out like once I'm finished all this. Like, if I graduate from Capella, I will have a video. I can't say everything that I want to say right now, y'all. My batteries keep dying, like, for some reason. I honestly forgot where I was, but this is where I'm at with Capella right now, y'all. I don't know where I stand with them. That's where I'm at with them. I don't know where I'll stand with them. Of course, like I said, I'm going to try to go back and finish my degree. Of course, I've been trying to get my master's for the last almost 3 years now, which was only supposed to be a 2-year program. So I was saying this before my battery died. I don't know if it's going to die against 2 or this was a sign for God. I shouldn't say it. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Another video will be coming soon on my Capella experience and everything, because I still feel like there's a lot of unresolved issues that I want to work out. So I'm gonna stop talking about that before I ramble on too much. But yeah, I wanted to walk y'all through my little Capella update. I talked about my residencies and everything already in other videos, so I didn't go too much in depth on this video, but I wanted to really tell y'all how that referral process went, being referred to a board and everything. Like, if you're kind of confused, I know I was jumping around a lot in this video. If you're confused or have any other questions, please leave them down below. Another video will be coming on soon. I will give you guys another update answering all your questions and everything, but I just had to let y'all know, I'm in a lot of debt. I'm in over $100,000 in student loan debt, and I have no master's degree. So, really, learn from my mistakes, y'all. Now, I ain't paying no student loans back. Jesus paid it all. But that's not the thing. Your girl wants a degree. I want to further my education. Y'all know, being in that psychology field, y'all might not know, but being in the psychology field, it limits you to what you can do with a bachelor's degree. Honestly, you can't do much with a bachelor's degree in the psychology field. I did the case management thing and everything. I'm right now a high school counselor, but technically, if I wanted to be a high school counselor in a public school setting, I would have my license. I am not currently licensed. I am in a private school right now, but they're allowing me to still do and show and use what I've learned during my time here at Capella trying to get my master's degree. I'm actually doing it with my students. I feel like this is the internship practicum experience that I was longing for, because this is a new opportunity for me. Everything is a clean slate. I'm starting new. I'm like building from the ground up. I do have my friend who is a social worker. She actually has her master's. She's a social worker, so she's really helping me out to learn about different therapeutic things and different activities and everything like that that I could use while I'm doing my therapy sessions. But I feel like this was all God just having me slow down. Yes, I felt like I wasn't trying to rush finishing the experience and everything like that. I was just trying to be done with Capella. I was trying to rush that portion, but God is just like, hold on, hold on. So I'm listening to him, and I'm just practicing more patience, and just learning to be in the moment and be grateful for what I have right now. You know, I only have a bachelor's degree, but I am so close to having a master's degree. And honestly, I said I wanted to be the first person in my family to get a PhD, but y'all, after this, listen, I don't know if I ever want to see another school ever again. I don't. I work at a school and I don't want to see another school again. I'm not a fan of doing homework or anything like that. So y'all, I don't know. Honestly, I would love to be a therapist working with children, specifically working with teens. Now that I work with teens, I feel like I like teens more. But in the future, I want to be a full-time YouTuber. I want to talk about mental health here more on my channel, and just have freedom over what I do and how I structure my day and stuff like that. I want to be a full-time YouTuber. That is my career goal, to be a full-time YouTuber. But I also, on the side, of course, I would love to have my own practice. I would love to have my own clients, my own caseload, and everything like that. I just need to create a stronger support system of people of color who are therapists or also in the mental health field. So if that's you, let's connect down below. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, of course, subscribe on here. I've joined many different Facebook groups, so I have support from a lot of different other people. And if you're also in the same boat that I am in, please feel free to reach out. Let's connect, because you're not the only one. You're not the only one that's in this. Even if it's not the same as my situation, a similar situation to me, just reach out and connect. You don't know what reaching out and talking to somebody could do. So yeah, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that I've reached out to on this journey. Like, I've joined Capella Facebook groups, and I reached out to several different people in the groups who also said they had the same experience as me, or who also didn't have the same experience as me but have offered advice and help in my situation. So I'm very appreciative of all the help, support I can get. Y'all just pray for me. Just really pray for me. Alright guys, I know this video was all over the place, but if you watched it this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below what other videos you would like to see from me this Vlogmas. And yeah guys, have a great day. Love you. Bye. Hold on, let me finish my glass first and then say bye. I feel like that's a proper goodbye. Are all hearts and minds free? I feel like I'm in church. Love you guys. Bye.